We did get some huge news today regarding the whereabouts of Alexa Bliss. Now, some people, Dave Meltzer, have literally been telling people she's on hiatus. Alexa Bliss herself is saying, tired of seeing these tweets, I am not on a hiatus. They know where to find me. Which would indicate WWE is forcing her to have this time off, but I'm going to assume it's for the actual storyline progression of something we're going to get in the future between Bray and Alexa Bliss. But talking of Bray, no build tonight between him and Bobby Lashley. I know a lot of you coming to the channel will want to know if there was anything. So no, there wasn't. Something interesting happened towards the end of SmackDown when they were displaying a graphic for Drew and Sheamus next week. There are multiple instances on this of broken glass, and a lot of people wondering if that's a reference to Shatter, which would of course be Bray Wyatt. Could next week's SmackDown be the big SmackDown where we start ramping up the Bray Wyatt story? I mean, I hope so. A lot of people on social media after seeing this photo think so. We'll see. This is things you might have missed from Friday Night SmackDown. Make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. The ending of SmackDown saw Cody and Sami standing tall after beating up the Usos in what was actually a pretty good brawl to end Friday Night SmackDown. Interestingly, the Usos seemingly are back on the same page. They are part of the bloodline still, so any swerve there potentially is gone. My question, though, is where was Roman? This whole week was built as to Jay better be back. Surely he should have been there to ensure Jay was back, and if not, follow up the consequences. I don't understand why Roman wasn't there. We finally got the first name going into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2023. And it's Rey Mysterio. I honestly think this was a huge shock for me and for everyone. We've seen lots of lists today on Twitter saying that it was going to be certain individuals. Rey was not on any list that was posted by any dirt sheet. So once again, dirt sheets proving they're not always right. But nonetheless, Rey Mysterio definitely deserves it. He would come to the ring, be immediately interrupted by Dominik and the Judgment Day. I love this because it gave a reason for Legado to come out, which sets up a match which was advertised before SmackDown. I don't know why, but that's the case. And I think it was pretty good. But it got me thinking, we've seen Dominik ruin everything for Rey Mysterio recently. Could Dominik get involved in some way at the Hall of Fame, which is the night before Night 1 WrestleMania, to set up the final bit to add to the match of Rey and Dom at WrestleMania? I mean, I don't think we've ever seen it done at the Hall of Fame, but I mean, if there's one story that it calls for, maybe it's this one. Judgment Day would win their match versus Legado with Dominik getting the pinfall victory, but then we'd have Rey and Dom in the ring together, and Dominik delivered the line. At the end of the day, I should have been Eddie's son. Oh my God. Like, that is the line I think most fans knew we were coming to eventually, but it hit. It really had impact. And Rey, once again, refused to punch Dominik. So, I'm telling you, I honestly think Hall of Fame is when you put the final nail in this story. We started off SmackDown with a fatal five-way. This was a really good half hour of SmackDown, to be fair. I love the callbacks to the Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre feud during the match, which is good because it's recent and those two hated each other. So I'm glad WWE didn't just completely forget about that. Obviously, massive shout out to Kofi Kingston, who last week was injured, hence why he was not actually part of this match. I hate to see it this time of year in Mania. Obviously, replacing the match by his tag team partner, Xavier Woods. Obviously, that makes sense too, with him being involved in the promo last week. It was a great match that highlighted most of the stars in it. With the IC champion looking on, though, it came down to Sheamus and Drew. One bro kick, one claymore later, and both got a pinfall with two referees. Now, why there's two referees? Obvious shenanigans were going to happen. But the crowd, while they're chanting triple threat, and I'm sure that's how we're going to go, I think personally we should just get the referees involved with this and I think the referees should have a match. And, you know, the one who wins, their pinfall counts, the other one doesn't. Why not? It's something new, isn't it? My money's on Jessica Carr, though. I think she could take him all day long. We would find out later in the show, despite all the rumours it would be a triple threat, that next week, Drew and Sheamus will actually go one-on-one to determine Gunther's opponent. Unless there's more shenanigans next week. Is Charlotte Flair trying to get a spot in the next Avatar movie? Why was she dressed literally all in blue? Very weird. What's not weird, though, is next Thursday. It is 3/16 day. And, of course, WWE Shop has you covered with the latest, greatest, stone-cold merchandise. Make sure I have a beer on Thursday. Looking forward to that. Viking Raiders defeated Braun Strowman and Ricochet this week. I thought this was an okay match, to be fair. It really highlighted Ricochet again. Like the fact they keep doing that. But the story coming out of it was this. Valhalla lifting up her hand, big like nails, like something added to her fingers, of course. But she sort of mocked Ricochet with it. Ricochet seemed spooked. Later on, commentary during a replay of it, Michael Cole would say it was almost like she put a spell on Ricochet. I don't understand this character yet. Obviously, we haven't really been introduced to it. But I wonder what it's developing into or what WWE want to present it as. Obviously, there's like Viking rituals and stuff like that. So maybe it's something along those lines. Is it something more supernatural? I guess only time and some more character development will tell. Charlotte Flair would defeat Shotzi tonight on SmackDown. Charlotte actually demanded this match, you know, when she was dressed as the Avatar. But nonetheless, it would be Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, face to face. And you know what? I'm starting to care about Charlotte Flair. I never thought I'd say that in my entire life, but it's happening. I'm into this match. I think Charlotte right now cut a really good, passionate promo this week on SmackDown. And I got Rhea Ripley winning at WrestleMania so far. Obviously, that's not my prediction yet. We'll do that nearer WrestleMania. But I don't know, man. I'm getting hyped more so each week for this match. And that's good because WrestleMania is 22 days away. So we really need to start ramping this storyline progression up, WWE, please. A big SmackDown tonight. Did it deliver? I think that's going to be very opinionated for me. 7 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. You'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!